Hello and welcome to the Blitz with AZ and Fitz Championship Game Edition. And we only have 2 games to cover today, of course. We're down to the Final Four. And following the result of these games, which we now know, we are down to the Final 2. Not the result I was looking for. God, I just feel like the Super Bowl is going to suck. I hate fuck both these teams, man. Hate them both. Don't want either of them to win. Can they both lose? Go to like quadruple overtime and just say, man, like this is, you guys are pathetic. That would be ideal. First tie Super Bowl. Would love that. As much as I hate ties. But yeah, it was the cardiac Rams, man. It was a hard game to watch. My emotions all over the place. Muscles tensing up, doing things they shouldn't do. I don't know. I always like pull a muscle watching them. I don't know why. I'm getting too old for this amount of stress. But I guess we could just hop right into. Well, actually, let's just hop into the first game because it happened first. We'll just go ahead and get this one out of the way. We've got Patriots versus Broncos.
Whew, what a game, man. What a game. Not a thriller. I could have swore I called the last week that it was probably going to be a low-scoring game. And basically that's what it was. It all came down to a field goal pretty much. You know, it was a close game. You had your backup quarterback, Stidham. I mean, he did get him on the board with the touchdown. The Broncos defense was holding up pretty much the whole game up until Stidham. I don't know what he was doing in that play. He was like running backwards, then he like kind of throws the ball like way off balance and falling down, and then the refs kind of fumbled the call themselves because they call it intentional grounding at first, and then they changed the call saying it was a backwards pass.
Yeah, I don't know really what happened with that, and then the Patriots returned it, but they called it dead. Yeah, I just hate all this.
Well, first they called it dead, then they called it intentional grounding, and then they said, they reviewed it. And then they said, well, it was actually a backwards pass, so it actually was a live ball. And then the Patriots get the ball back. And, I mean, they took away the touchdown from the Patriots. They basically just held the touchdown back for a little bit because then they ended up capitalizing off that. And that was pretty much the game at that point because the momentum swing. And I kind of figured that going for it on fourth down it was 4th and 1, I think, in the red zone.
I know, and analytics and all.
Analytics say go for it, but you don't have your quarterback for one.
They would have had a 2-score lead at that point in the game, and the way the conditions happened, I know you can't totally predict that, but the way the weather came in, oh my God, you have a great defense. Take a 2-score lead.
Yeah,
Sean Payton deserves to get flogged. I don't know, you fire his ass, but like that's the kind of decision that you can't have in this situation.
Yeah, I didn't agree with the choice to go for it. I mean, you have your backup quarterback. It's not like he had a touchdown on the board, but I would have, I guess if they were gonna go for it, I would have trusted my running back to try to get that 1 yard instead of trying to make a pass play and try to get, because he almost threw a pick. I mean, it wouldn't matter anyways, but
I know.
He almost threw a pick on that, and it was just like it made no sense. I was like, "What are you doing, bro?" Like, analytics, a lot, but at the same time, you gotta just have common sense and be like, "We gotta take the field goal. We're playing with our backup. It's not it's not sunny, clear skies. You know, I mean, I'm sure the weather app you can't predict the weather, but I'm sure they kind of said high chance of snow, maybe a chance of snow. So you got to kind of go with that and go with your gut feeling. Just take the field goal and be up by 10 because your defense was playing lights out the whole game pretty much. They couldn't get anything against you guys, so just ride the defense, let them do their thing, and make the Patriots put that pressure on them. And be like, oh shit, we're down 2 scores now. We really got to get something going instead of trying to play hero ball with your backup quarterback and make him a star, which he's not. He's a backup for a reason, and now it bit you in the ass, and now you're watching the Super Bowl from home instead of being in the big game, which you probably could have. But, it came down to a field goal at the end of the day.
Yeah, and, man, had this game gone to overtime, anything could have happened. The Patriots got their only tutty off of a turnover.
Yep.
And they were basically just throwing the ball away on third downs, running it 3 times straight. No one wanted to move the ball. Everyone was struggling to move the ball, struggling to play. Man, I've never really... It's hard to remember a game where the conditions were so bad that it affected the game this much. I mean, the Rams and Bears game was snowy, but there was still football being played, it felt like. This was like a concession of we can't play in these conditions.
It's like they could. Well, I mean, it was hard to see. So, I mean, I could barely see on the TV. So I could already imagine how hard it was to see in real life on the field itself.
And Patriots in those all whites,
it was like they were camouflage.
I know. Like even the graphics, you know how they overlay like the line of scrimmage and the first down marker? Like the Patriots were even interfering with the ability to cast that on the field.
Yeah, they had like a little bit of advantage there with that because they were hard to see in all whites. But yeah, man, I guess. I mean, realistically, did you want to see the Broncos with a backup in the Super Bowl?
If the Rams made it, I did.
Yeah, I mean,
I think the Rams had it. I think the Rams, had they made it, could have cooked them.
Yeah, but
I think Denver's cookable. I mean, if we can cook on Seattle, we can cook on them.
Yeah, and then we'll get to that, the Rams. But I mean, in all reality, I would rather see the Bills. It sucks that the Bills lost because now, with Bo Nix going down, it kind of made it almost obvious who's going to win this game. Although, props to the Broncos for keeping it close and low scoring.
I didn't think it was necessarily obvious. I mean,
I felt like
Drake May was slipping and tumbling at times, and he basically slipped and fell into a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And it's so unsatisfying. This Super Bowl sucks. I hate the matchup.
Man, Patriots back in the Super Bowl. I thought the dark days was over at the Patriots, man. I suffered with Brady.
And no matter which team comes out of this winner, we're either going to have to live in a reality where the Patriots are back, or we're going to have to now live with the idea that Sam Darnold won a Super Bowl.
Even for Lamar, Allen, and Burrow.
Yeah.
Hey, the Vikings got to be sick to their stomach.
Yeah.
They made this monster in Seattle. They gave away Darnold. They didn't give him a chance. They rode with 9, and look at them now. They're not in the playoffs. The guy that they let go is going to the Super Bowl. You got to be sick. The GM's got to, whoever made that choice to let Sam Darnold walk, got to get fired.
Yeah, especially with how he played. Somebody, like we've said in many weeks, we kicked off the show just dunking on 9. And, yeah, we were like, somebody's got to pay a price for this. Like, this is just like a fuck up on biblical levels. Like,
yeah, historical fuck up, man.
Yeah.
You can't do that. This is like, I can't think of an example, but I don't know, man. You don't let a guy like that.
This is like Judas or something. I don't know. Like, you fucked up, man.
Yeah, you don't let a guy that wins 14 games just walk willy-nilly as a free agent. You don't do that, man. You ride it out, give him another year, give him a Daniel Jones type contract, a 1-year deal, and prove it again if you could do it. Add a lot of incentives in there to give him a good, decent payout. But because it's not like he's not getting paid a lot with the Seahawks. He's not getting a max deal like a Dak Prescott type $60 million. I think he's only making like $40 million a year or something like that.
Yeah, and that's manageable. That's why the Seahawks team looks so good.
So good, yeah, man. So, thanks,
and I fear they're going to be good for a long time.
Yeah, they're a young team.
So this division is going to be just a bloodbath, and it sucks.
You guys need to find a successor. Who knows how long Stafford's going to be playing for? So
I'll get to that. Because that's a big deal moving forward. So it's already on to next season, pretty much for us. And you gotta.
We've been on here in Colts Nation. We've been on next season. We're on OTAs already, pretty much.
You guys are already back from Cancun.
We've been back, but yeah, man, it left a lot to be desired. It wasn't the most exciting AFC Championship game. I wasn't too hyped for it. Like I said, after seeing the Bo Nix news, they just made the Bills' loss hurt even more because now we got to watch a backup play. And if Josh Allen was there, we would have had Josh Allen probably win that game, but. Man, I guess we got the Patriots back. At least Brady's not there. I mean, but it'd be funny. Patriots win another Super Bowl. Another dynasty is born from the Pats.
Would that be funny?
No, it would be actually very depressing. It'd be like basically confirming that Drake May is Brady's clone son.
Yeah, baby Brady.
Yeah. damn.
Yeah, just depressing all around. This sucks. Like, at least with Stafford, you'd have him cementing his legacy, and you'd see, he's going to ball. It's the Super Bowl. He's going to fucking ball. And he'd be considered an all-time great, blah, blah, blah. 2 Super Bowls, that's a lot better than a lot of other guys, shit like that. The conversation. But now with Sam, it's like you don't even know what the conversation will be moving forward. Same with Drake. I mean, who knows?
Sam Darnold, it's not like this Super Bowl is going to put him in the Hall of Fame. I don't think it'll do that.
A couple other good playoff runs in his career. He's young.
I would say he would have to stack up. He would have to build from this and stack up a couple more.
And why wouldn't he, though? I mean, that team is amazing.
Yeah, but we've seen quarterbacks be one-year wonders. I mean, yeah.
But he's done it 2 years straight. I know he faltered in that first playoff run, but still, he built off of it.
So we'll see. I mean, he's basically starting to write his story now, or last year, I guess he started to write his story.
He's rewriting his script right now. But yeah, as far as this game, hard to remember a game where the conditions dictated the flow this much. Like I feel like almost any other 2 teams playing in this game would have done something. The Bills were in this game. The Chiefs, anybody.
Yeah.
Maybe not the Texans.
No,
I don't know. Stroud would have folded like a lawn chair.
He would have the ball away even more than he already does.
Yeah. But yeah, it was just a boring, shitty game. I hate to admit it. I know I'm supposed to watch the games. I threw in my earbuds and listened to the game at a certain point and just started shoveling my driveway. Had to get it out of the way anyway.
Oh, yeah, because the guys got snow over there. You got hit with
shitloads of snow, dude. Shitloads.
Yeah,
like, there are parts on my driveway that were like almost 2 feet.
Oh, Lord. Nah, 64 and sunny over here. So, I mean, we had a little sprinkle. See, that's what I mean. Like, yeah, you can't predict the weather because yesterday was supposed to be raining all day. Clear skies. Friday was just supposed to rain, and it rained. And so, like, yeah, but it's still, man, you got to, like, if there was rumbles about a big storm, like I saw on the news, the biggest storm like the last 10 years or something like that.
Yeah,
it was gonna hit the Midwest and the East Coast. So
even parts of the South.
Yeah, you would assume people would, the Broncos would be aware of that and be like, hey, we got to get all the points we can, whether it's by field goals or by touchdowns, whatever we can get, we got to take them. But Sean Payton it's like you think you're so smart, but you're really acting just really dumb, and you basically lose hindsight of common sense, and you overlook common sense, and you
outsmarted yourself.
Yeah, you outsmart yourself, and you do something real stupid like give it to a backup quarterback to make a play on 4th down, 4th and 1 at that, and expect him to do something that he's not usually doing every Sunday. So yeah, stupid. It was like. If I'm a Broncos fan, I'm obviously pissed because we had him right there in the bag, and instead I'm just
had you gone to overtime, you never know. This could have gone any which way, any turnover. That's really what we were waiting for, just a turnover. But
which we did get. At the end, Christian Gonzalez picked it off.
Yeah,
and, that was pretty much all she wrote. So,
but yeah, this is a boring, shitty game. Not really much to say about it. The Patriots had one of the flukiest, shittiest playoff runs of all time. I feel like
walk to the Super Bowl pretty much. I mean, they had the easiest schedule in the NFL. They played 2. I guess I'm gonna get slandered for this, but I would say 2 mid quarterbacks in Justin Herbert and C.J. Stroud.
I mean, how can you get slandered? They played mid.
Yeah,
I mean, it worse than mid, really. Herbert had a kind of a collapsing team around him.
Yeah,
but Stroud had a decent team. I know his top 2 targets were out, and his offensive line wasn't great, but they had opportunities.
Yeah, Stroud gave them that game pretty much with the turnovers. But I mean,
and it's depressing seeing a team not have to do much.
You
never got that Drake May MVP moment to me.
No, and it's just like this is like the story of the Patriots almost like they always just seem to get lucky all the time. Like the first time they went to the Super Bowl, they had the tuck rule, and they're back at it again. And that year they played they beat the Raiders in the divisional game in snowy game at that, and then Brady goes out, and then Drew Bledsoe comes in for the championship game. Was it against the Broncos? I think the Broncos.
Yeah.
and they somehow
in 01?
yeah.
No, I think it was the Steelers.
The Steelers. Okay, they played the Steelers. And with Drew Bledsoe, backup. Well, he was the starter at the beginning, but he was the backup at that point. So he comes in for Brady. They win the game, and then Brady comes back for the Super Bowl, and they're big underdogs, and they win that game. So like,
you don't need to relive that shit. We don't need to go. We don't need to take a trip down memory lane on that 01 game.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. It's just like, damn, they're doing it again, man. It's just like I saw, when I started watching football, the Patriots had already been the dynasty at that point in 06. They already had 3 Super Bowls, and they were, they were about to start an undefeated season and be great, and then win 3 more Super Bowls, but they were like in 6 Super Bowls after that. So like, damn, man, it's like,
yeah,
you feel bad as if you're like a Cowboys fan. What other team's been rebuilding, trying to get back to the chip? Cowboys, I guess Bills.
A lot of teams.
Yeah, the Bill like. This team started rebuilding after Brady left, 6 years ago, and they're already back in the Super Bowl. I'm sick. I'm sick as a Colts fan. Like how they already jumped that ball ahead of us already.
I know, it sucks. It sucks. I mean, I guess you just default to rooting for Seattle if you just hate them that much. But then rooting for Seattle just does not. It just doesn't jive with me.
I would say I know that's hard for you to do as a division rival, but
and then we're gonna have to live with Sam having a Super Bowl championship. It just sucks. This fucking sucks. This is like the nightmare scenario, man.
I don't mind Sam's getting in the ring, man. I mean, he's been through a lot. He played for the damn Jets. He was seeing ghosts, man. So like, it's a nice little comeback story for Sam.
Yeah. All right. Well, we might as well just get into that game. We're already kind of tilting that way because this game. This AFC
for you. Yeah.
Yeah. This AFC championship fucking sucked. So we're gonna turn the page over to the NFC championship game. We've got Rams versus Seahawks.
You want me to start it off?
Yeah, you can kick it off.
Feelings. All right, man. I'll let you gather those feelings up. I know how much this one hurt. But yeah, man, thank God this was an exciting game. That's all I gotta say. First and foremost, thank God it was an exciting game after that AFC game. So I'm happy we had an exciting, high-scoring game. That Rams defense bad. It let you down.
Horrible. They are just horrible.
They couldn't stop. They had Kenneth Walker looking like Barry Sanders. They were slipping and sliding.
They are so bad.
Near him, he had defenders like slipping, like they didn't have cleats on or something. Like they were running on regular shoes where they were just slipping and falling every time they got near Kenneth Walker. It seemed like they couldn't tackle him.
Yeah, we're bad tackling. We're bad at everything. I mean, our run defense can kind of come up here and there, but other than that, we're pretty much bad at everything else. We're like bottom of the league bad and everything.
It was pretty bad. And then JSN went crazy. He had like 10 catches for like 150 or 153 in the touchdown.
That's pretty good. Yeah, I didn't know it was that many.
He was balling out. He was making a lot of good catches.
Yeah, for sure.
And the most important part was Sam Darnold played another clean game.
He played an amazing game. Not a clean game. He played he didn't play game manager. They leaned on him to win this football game, and he did that. You know how many third and longs I'm like, all right, yes, we have an opportunity to get the ball back, and he'd always kill us. 3rd and 10, 3rd and 8, 3rd and 12. None of it seemed to matter. We're just so bad. We were so bad. I think we need to fire Chris Shula.
Who's that, your defensive coordinator?
Yeah. I know he's Sean's friend, but...
Nah, this is business, man. Nothing personal, just business. Yeah, your defense let you down big time.
Big time. It was so bad.
It was basically a turnover difference. Whoever could turn the ball over was going to win the game.
And we need a guy to get open in the end zone for Stafford on that final drive. Not that
Adams does that, man. He was the red zone hot
I know, but on that third and 4th down, we just didn't have anybody. He didn't have anybody. Seattle had us covered, and we didn't get the tutty. And I don't. Even if we got it, I'm not sure we can stop Seattle on the final drive because they were only down 3. Or would have been rather.
They would have been down 3, so they would have just needed a field goal at that.
And I'm not even sure we could have stopped them from getting a tutty.
I mean it would have gave you, I guess, a better shot because then the pressure would have been on them. instead of because the pressure was off of them pretty much the whole time.
But even with the pressure, like we gave the ball back to him with like 4 minutes, and they leaned on Sam.
Yeah.
First down game.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
He was crazy good in this game. Insane. And I don't know how good it is for him. I mean, the Rams have kind of challenged him a lot, but it's also our defense. We've been showing a really bad defense for like many weeks, like 2 months almost.
Really bad, really bad these last couple weeks. And I mean, I thought you guys were gonna take it over when that guy got the penalty. The Taunton, was it Taunton?
Yeah, we got lucky to keep that drive alive. Yeah,
that was a terrible sequence because not only did he get the foul, then he gets the tutty to Puka right after the next play after that because he was covering Puka on that play and he got burnt. He got burnt the next play, and I said, okay, well, this is what you guys need. You get to stop.
Yeah, we got one. We got away with one.
You got to stop. You get the ball. You get it down the red zone. I felt take the points. That way, worst case scenario, if you don't have that much time, all you need is a field goal to, do what you have to do. But you guys didn't do that.
I know you were saying kick the field goal. I actually disagree. I disagree.
The field goal
because you have to feel the flow of the game, and the flow of the game is that if you give the ball back to Seattle with a lead, this is what could happen.
Yeah,
we would have lost anyway.
But if you guys were planning to go for it on 4th down, which I'm sure they knew the whole time, why not make it as short as possible where you can just hand it off? Because your run game was not terrible.
How many times in the season have we handed it off on 4th and short though and whiff? You can't do that. You have to give it to Stafford.
Yeah,
you have to.
Like run it on 3rd down, make it maybe a 4th and 1, 4th and inches at that. That way it's a short, quick handoff.
Yeah, Stafford's not a great sneaker, and we don't tush push. I don't know. We've just faltered on those plays in the past. It lost us the 49ers game, and it's cost us in the season at times doing that. So I think Sean made the right decision. He had the right thing in mind. He just, the play calls weren't there.
Yeah, because it was pretty obvious. 4th and 4, you guys are not. Stafford's not going to be running. I mean, he did get that other, big.
Yeah, but it was like a yard.
It was like a weird. I thought he was like falling down. He just happened to fall forward instead of backward, and he fell into the 1st down.
Yeah, we got lucky there.
Yeah, you guys did. But I knew like 4th and 4, Stafford's not going to run. They're not going to hand it off because it's too much of a risk at that point to do like a handoff for 4 yards, or in this case 5 yards to get the first because you were 4th and 4. So it was obvious you guys were going to pass, and that's why Seattle had like 9 people in the backfield waiting for some.
I know, a 2-man rush. It was just
it was just bad, man. It was just like too obvious. That's why I said if you guys were planning to go for it, do a handoff on 3rd down, see how much easier or closer you get, and then do another handoff. Maybe it's 4th and 1. You could, what's your running back? I forgot his name. Kyron, yeah, maybe Kyron he can get a yard or 2 if he needs to on 4th and 1. I would trust him more than.
I don't know. We faltered on that before. Seattle's got a pretty good line too. I don't know. It coulda, woulda, shoulda.
Stafford played a decent game. It's not
decent.
Like
look at the stats. He played, amazing. We just missed on that final drive, that high leverage moment. We fell apart. We just couldn't. We didn't get it.
And your defense couldn't make a stop. So
nope. That's ball game. And letting Seattle score on either end of the half was just a killer. We totally mismanaged going into halftime. They went down and got a touchdown out of it. You're thinking, all right, they're down there. Like, at least hold them to a field goal. No, they got a touchdown out of it. Then first drive of the second half to go down and get a touchdown.
Back to back.
Yep. And in the second half, our offense was live. But
yeah, the game really opened up in the second half.
We're the only ones that can play them, it seems
close.
Like.
Yeah, close games, yeah.
Well, offensively, I mean.
Yeah, I put points on them, yeah. But
yeah, we're the only ones that challenge them in that way.
It's hard to beat a team when they have both sides of the ball playing so well.
I know. That's why I said if Sam plays a clean game, they're better than us. I've said that before. If Sam does, if he's not a liability, they're just a better football team, more talented, more complete. And it is what it is.
Yeah, they showed that today. This was like pretty much it. You spoke to existence what it was. Sam played a clean game, and it showed that they were the better team because defensively, you guys couldn't make a stop.
Oh yeah, we suck.
And in their case, their defense made the stops when they had to, which was that 4th down in the red zone.
In the high leverage moment, their defense was reliable. Yeah, only rushing 2 people. They, damn. Yeah. Because we Stafford, he can't run, and they know that. Man. Just rush 2 guys and fuck. He's not mobile, so it was a good call. They were down in the red zone. The zones were so condensed. The throwing lanes are compressed just so tight, and no one was getting open.
It was hard. It was hard. That was pretty much like mission impossible to try to. No. I know Sean McVay's a hell of a play caller, but that's so hard to come
against 9 people.
9 people
in covering a 10-yard area. Yeah, that's just shitty. But yeah, I do want to just real quick say, what a privilege it is to see your team make it this far to the Final Four. Getting to extend your season that many games. We were lucky to even make it this far, to be honest. We could have been beaten by either the Panthers or the Bears. So we really, really lucked into being in this game. And we put on a show. It wasn't a dud, and I'm happy to say that. But yeah, the Seattle, they just overwhelmed us. If they play a clean game, they're just a better football team than us, which is really unfortunate because moving forward, I do not expect to repeat this kind of season. I don't expect to make it back to the championship game. Who knows how much time Stafford has left? I don't think he'll have this kind of a year next year in him. He's been looking a little bit shakier more and more down the stretch, and he's, I don't know if he can sustain that kind of level of play throughout an entire another season. It could be that we need somebody with a little bit more mobility, a younger guy. We're going to have to rebuild this team soon. And we have the players, we just don't have the quarterback. If we can pick up somebody like Joe Burrow, somehow, then,
You're reaching for the sky with that one. God,
well, he may want out. He may want out. The Rams could steal somebody.
No.
That'd just be, I'd take 45-year-old Stafford over Tua. But yeah, who knows? I just don't. I see a hangover year coming. I don't see this team getting near this far. We may miss the playoffs next year. Who knows? But yeah, this was really our one shot at getting a second ring, and we fell short. I'm lucky. I'm fortunate in my lifetime I got to see us win one. In my adulthood, I should say. We had the 99, but that was so long ago. That's time for another. I've been waiting. But what a great thing it would have been to get 2 with this, head coach and quarterback combination. Would have really cemented their legacies as GOATs, but didn't happen that way, and we'll forever look back on this season as a missed opportunity. We had a great offense. Our defense just sucks. I mean, how can you let that many 3rd and longs go by and not force more field goals? Man, it's just so bad.
Yeah, they were scoring touchdowns. You guys were scoring field goals. That was.
Yeah, inevitably, this team reminded me a lot of our 2000 season, sort of that middle year of the greatest show on turf, where our offense was amazing, but our defense was historically bad, and that's kind of the same feel of this team. And yeah, I think you need to fire Chris Shula. And our roster on defense isn't very good either, so you need help. But I don't know if it matters that much anyway. You may just need to build towards the future. Maybe just compile draft capital, trade away picks for future picks, because you have 2 first-rounders this year, and if anyone really wants a player, field opportunities for that. You know what I mean? See what people are willing to offer, and just keep pushing the ball down the road until you hit a year where you have a dozen draft picks and all these good rounds, and then you totally rebuild your team. And that's if Sean decides to say. He may, if we go through a rebuild, he may just decide.
I feel like he might try to run it back next year.
Well, he might. I mean,
He might.
it depends on Stafford, how he
you're
looks.
Speaking like you're speaking like your whole team is trash, man. Like you got Puka, he's still on his rookie contract. Remember that. So he's about to get a big bag.
Yeah.
Adams, he's my age, so he's what 32. He's probably going to be taking a little, maybe a, I don't know how much of a drop off, maybe a small drop off as you get, wide receivers don't have longevity in the league like that.
Yeah, Devontae's not going to be a killer next year. I don't expect him to do that much.
Stafford, if you could, I mean, I still don't get how he got hurt in the offseason with his back or whatever, but if he can come in healthy next year, I don't see him having a big drop off. He's obviously, I don't think he's going to repeat the success he had this year in terms of like touchdowns and going crazy like that. I think he'll have a good solid year, maybe around 30 touchdowns. I would just say,
but with the division we play in, I mean, we may end up with 8-9 wins,
I would say you guys just need to, I mean, your offense is really, I mean, you guys put up 27 points on the Seahawks. They're a really good defense. I would just say just build up on defense, get some corners, get someone that could pass rush, because I feel like you guys don't really have like a pass rusher like when you guys had Aaron Donald. Like, not saying get another Aaron Donald, obviously that's a once in a lifetime player, but get someone that could put pressure on the quarterback.
Yeah, we just weren't able to put enough pressure on Sam, and that's been a problem for, like I said, months. So
around the defense, you should be all right if you guys could do that.
Yeah, but we may have one more shot at it. And I don't know that Stafford can play a whole nother 20 games or whatever and look okay. So I don't know. I think we need a quarterback. And that's going to be – and once you don't have a quarterback, you're in purgatory. So you might as well fold, in my opinion. And maybe look at trading our stars, acquire draft capital. And it's a hard thing to figure. Do we go all in for one season next year and just – blow up the team for the future again? Or do we, say this team is not good enough in this division? It's a hard call to make. I maybe think the latter. I think you're taking a huge risk going all in. The Rams have been known to do that.
I would say it paid off last time for y'all. Y'all got a Super Bowl of it. So, I mean, it wouldn't hurt to try it again. And if it doesn't work, then you're kind of screwed.
Yeah, we're fucked. Yeah,
you're kind of screwed. But hey, man, high risk, high reward. So how bad do you want it?
Yeah. I don't know. I just don't know if the team's good enough, even if they go all in order. Like, who are they going to get that's going to change life for us? I don't think anyone.
You have a good coach, so I mean, if you can make Jared Goff, if you could take Jared Goff to the Super Bowl, I mean, not saying Jared Goff's like a terrible quarterback, but he's not. No, he's not. But he was he was like, that was his second year in the league when he went to the Super Bowl.
No, it was his third.
2018. No.
Yeah, 2016 he had a horrible rookie year with Jeff Fisher. 2017 we went to the playoffs but lost in the wild card round against the Falcons, and then 18 we went to the Super Bowl and lost against the Patriots.
I'm doing like 2018. I'm doing like the actual math, like 2-year difference. Well, you know what I mean. Like, yeah, he was still a young quarterback, and I mean, I think he can build up another young quarterback. I'm not saying Tua's the right
who? In this draft?
No, not in this draft. I mean, unless you find like a hidden gem in the draft, which I doubt it, but
it would be interesting to see what our team would look like if we had a quarterback with mobility.
Lamar Jackson.
I don't know if McVay likes that style, though. I don't know if he likes the risk getting his star injured. That's why I think maybe Joe Burrow would be a decent fit, but I don't know.
Joe Burrow with Sean McVay, yeah, that'd be really good.
Now, if you could get, and not that you ever could, but like a Josh Allen, oh fuck.
Oh, you want Josh?
Well, if you could get him or that kind of player.
Oh, Patrick Mahomes?
Motherfucker. Yeah, we're not getting Patrick. He's a chief lifer. The Bills, I don't know how many more disappointments they have left in them before he's like, well, I gotta do
coach,
something.
With the new coach, because
he loves Buffalo.
Coach. He loves Buffalo, but they fire their coach, and if they hire a new guy and they just start regressing, he might want out. Mm-hmm. I can see him wanting out. Like, hey man, we were this close. We fired our coach, and now we're like always starting all over square one. So he might time is ticking. I'm falling behind. Mahomes already got 3 rings. Who knows if he'll go more? But I need to get one ring, and if I'm not getting closer with Buffalo, I might have to look elsewhere to get that ring.
Mm-hmm.
So
where would you say you could go and win a ring?
I mean, if he wants to get a coach that could put him over the hump,
it's the Rams.
It's the Rams. I would say it'd be Sean McVay.
That's the place to go.
Yeah, you see what he did for Stafford, and Jared Goff to go to Super Bowls,
and
2 for 2.
And you'd be playing in LA, like in those beautiful blue and yellows, the horns on the side of the helmet.
I'm sure his wife is in LA a lot because she's an actress, so it's a win-win.
Wife you'd have to think that there's no quarterback in the league that wouldn't want to go there. I mean, maybe other than Patrick.
I'm gonna say most people want to go to LA that have money. It's where I'm sure most of them live out there in the West Coast.
Yeah, I mean they have summer homes out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's no, and it's not even just about the place, the destination. The city of LA, although that plays a part. So does like the stadium and how beautiful everything is. But just the opportunity to play with that team and that coach, I think is huge. So the Rams, they are they're a destination for anybody that's looking out. If there's a star quarterback out there to be had, I think LA's a front runner to get them. It's just a matter of if ever they come available, But, congratulations to Seattle. They played a hell of a game, man. They played an amazing game. Darnold's stats were amazing. They used him heavily in high-leverage situations. They did not have him manage anything. Sam went out there and won it. He conquered this, the championship game, and he earned the right to play in the Super Bowl. He did not, it's not like he slipped and fell into it like Drake May. You know what I mean? Like he played amazing.
Yeah, he moonwalked that motherfucker.
And that was the criticism of the 49ers game. Like, Sam really didn't do shit.
Didn't have to do much. Yeah, I mean, they were up by the kickoff. By the fucking kickoff, they were already winning the damn game. The game was pretty much already sealed on the opening kickoff. But yeah, this game he proved that, you know what, if they need me, they can rely on me. I'm reliable. I'm here. This is my moment.
Yeah,
took over. So I mean, you can't really do much to Sam, man. You got to give him his props. Like I said, I can't really hate on him no more. I can't. He shut me up, so
yeah. I mean, that's one way to shut everyone up. Having the best game of your entire life against your nemesis in the NFC Championship. Who can criticize you after this performance? I mean, his stats are just eye-popping. I mean, Stafford's, you look at his, and it's like, oh my God, his were great too. So in a duel of that kind,
and you come
two
out on
quarterbacks
top.
Playing at the height of their power, playing amazing football. Yeah, you win that game, and I mean, damn.
After a game like that, you got to carry your nuts on the wagon, man. That's, what I'm saying, you feeling confident, feel like top of the king of the world. I mean, that we'll get to the Super Bowl, next week, but that for me, this was a Super Bowl for me. Like this, I already coming out the AFC, I wasn't too hyped, so I was like, this is probably going to be the Super Bowl, and I could be wrong. We could have a great game come Super Bowl time.
Yeah, but Drake May could elevate. We'll see.
But this was, I don't know. This was just a very. I know it's a division, and I say I don't like division games, but this was just like the two best teams in the NFC, pretty much. That's what it was. Yeah,
and honestly, I know Drake made it to the Super Bowl and Stafford didn't. Regardless of the outcome, I think looking at this playoff run, Stafford is the MVP.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be shocked if he doesn't win it, but
I just want to mention that the vote, I saw the finalists for the vote, and Drake May is a finalist for MVP and for Offensive Player of the Year. But Stafford is only a finalist for MVP, so it makes it feel as though, like, it's for sure going to him. It's almost a spoiler to me. Like, how does that happen?
I don't even get that because, like, it's not like Drake May's like a dual threat quarterback like a Lamar Jackson-esque. Like, he only had like 4 rushing touchdowns. He had like 10, 12 rushing touchdowns, and like the number of interceptions he had, the 31 not interceptions, but touchdowns that he had. So it didn't make sense for him to be on Offensive Player of the Year and then Stafford not be there when Stafford produced more touchdowns, regardless, combining the rushing and passing touchdowns. He still had way more than Drake May. So I don't get that, man.
It almost feels like a spoiler.
I mean, yeah, I always feel like offensive player of the year usually goes to like a running back or receiver.
Yeah, a
Because
skills position guy who
yeah,
doesn't have a chance of winning MVP.
MVP. Yeah, because I still think what is Adrian Peterson still the last skill-based player to win MVP? I think so.
Yeah, I think he might be.
Let me see. MVP, NFL MVPs. Let's take a look. So we had Josh Allen last year. Yeah, it's Adrian Peterson.
Yeah.
It's been Manning, Rodgers, Newen, Ryan, Brady, Mahomes, Lamar, Rodgers, Mahomes, Lamar, Allen. So yeah, Adrian Peterson, the last skill-based player to win MVP.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So
Yeah. But this was an exciting game. I was, for me, it was stressful as shit. I was sweating.
it was an exciting game for me. I was
pulling
like,
muscles in my hands and shit. Like I can't even explain it. Like getting a Charlie horse in my foot. I can't even explain what happens to me when the Rams play in a high leverage game or a big game, elimination game. I don't know why. I've never heard like my muscles just don't operate right. They tense up or something. I don't know.
I was pretty relaxed watching the game. I was
Yeah.
eating pizza.
I'm sure you were.
Cookies.
See, that's
I
the
was
beauty
like,
of not having a dog in it. You just get to relax.
I was like, wow, this is a great game, man. I'm really enjoying this game. I'm like,
Yeah.
I hope Fitz don't call out of work today, man. Call out on the podcast, after the solid results. I was like, hey, man, you still want to do the show? Do you need like a day, another day to kind of, regroup, get your feelings right? But nah, man, you showed up.
And if I had another day, maybe I could have prepared some type of fucking rant, But yeah, the punt muff was awful. He fell backwards.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, dude, like just get out of the fucking way if that's what's going on. Like, oh fuck, roll or something.
There's been a couple muffs this year. I feel like more than I've seen recently.
Yeah, and he didn't look good on the punt before that.
Yeah.
So
maybe he was nervous or something. I don't know. Maybe he had the butterflies. Or
our special team's been an issue all year, and it came down really. I mean, you don't want to say, it comes down to one play or this would have changed the entire outcome, but that was a huge momentum shift.
Yeah.
Because we stopped them coming out of the half. I want to say that was, and then gave the ball right there. We had an opportunity to take a lead, and we were chasing points the entire game after that.
Yeah, and that's why I thought when that guy got the penalty and gave the touchdown, like, okay, maybe the football gods are back on your side and you guys are gonna, get the momentum back. And the Seahawks, Sam Darnold's gonna crumble the pressure because now he's got to play, back and forth with Matt Stafford and just play like basically,
Yeah, that moment never came. Our defense is horrible though.
Yeah, your defense.
Like
your defense.
He really did not have many difficult throws to make in this game. We never really made it hard.
So open, so many open players.
Many open players. Guys finding the soft spot in every zone. He's crunching just like 3rd and 10s, like nothing. No one is even near them. No one can tackle when he throws short. He throws short, and it's like a 4-yard pass that goes for 11. It's just horrible defense.
Yeah, you had your ex score a touchdown on you guys, man, and he's been kind of radio silent most of the year. So for him to find a soft spot, it was again his own defense. He found a soft spot. He got right in there, got in the end zone.
I mean, Kupp didn't win them the game, but
no, he didn't win the game. But the fact that he was able to still have an impact and make a touchdown.
I mean, I expected him to have a couple catches, maybe a first down or two. But yeah, it really comes down to Kupp is slow. Come on, guys. We got to play these guys tight.
How old is he now? He's not even that old. That's the crazy
He's not, but he got that injury, and
the injury just
never been the same. Yeah, he'll be out of the league.
He's
shortly.
He's my age, 32. Damn.
Yeah, his career is on the clock.
Yeah, it's like because I'm the same age, so I'm like, damn, does that mean I'm old? But I'm just a regular guy. But I guess wide receiver years, and once you hit 30, you're like senior citizen level.
I don't even think it's his age. I think it's largely that injury. That injury happened after our Super Bowl run the year after, and never was the same. So
yeah, injuries on receivers are, man, they just like cut your career so much shorter than what it could be. That's why
Yeah, he already wasn't that fast, but he was a little shifty. He was a little quick out of his cuts, but now he's not that anymore.
Yeah.
And
But
whatever little speed he had, he's even slower now. So
I think he'll play 2 more years.
a couple more.
2 more. I mean, if you don't gotta do much, and you're getting paid a good amount of money, and you still love the game, obviously, then I mean, Randy Moss played a long time. I remember it was so random. He was playing with the
But that's
49ers.
fucking Randy, dude.
He was playing for the 49ers. I didn't even know he was still in the league. And I remember
The
just seeing Super Bowl.
Titans and
The Titans, yeah. But then he went like radio silent. Next thing you know, he's in the Super Bowl again. That's what I feel like for Adams too, man. He falls short. He can't even get to the Super Bowl. At least Randy Moss got to 2 Super Bowls. Bad luck, he lost both of them. Even the first one he was already primetime star, but the second one he was more like a role veteran leader, but couldn't catch a break. And then Adams, he can't even catch a break in the championship game. He was with Rodgers all those years. Rodgers couldn't get him over the hump.
yeah.
Now you would.
He's like a bad luck charm, man. I swear.
No, I don't do that to Adams, man. He did his thing the best he could. He came alive that second half.
Yeah, he did all right. Yeah, but he's not quite like having 2 number ones though.
He's not like how he used to be when he was with Rodgers. But obviously, that was
not
a
even
while
close.
ago.
Not even
He was
remotely
younger.
the same. Yeah.
He's also 32, so he's on a decline athletically.
Yep.
But I mean, still, he did enough to kind of help out. I mean, Puka did his thing as well. He had that crazy catch for a touchdown, and I thought you guys got out of bounds on the last play. I was like,
yeah, I thought we did too, but
then I watched the replay, and I was like, oh no, never mind.
not that it really would have mattered. It would have been a Hail Mary, and Stafford has no mobility, so
you have to really get into that.
Yeah.
Step his foot right into it and throw it as hard as he could.
Yeah.
Speaking of Stafford, now that the season's over, I was thinking about it. It might piss you off, but I don't think he's a first ballot Hall of Famer, man.
A first ballot?
I don't think he is.
But do you think he's a Hall of Famer? With a Super Bowl and an MVP? God, who wins the MVP and doesn't get into the Hall?
He's almost like Phillip Rivers. No, not Phillip.
You can't compare him to that.
Well, it's because he's always been he was a loser pretty much until he got with McVay.
Okay, but that just goes to show.
Yeah, but I feel like if you're that guy, you can turn a franchise. Like you see what Payne Manning did with the Colts. You see what these quarterbacks do with bad franchises. They turn them into winners. Like Drew Brees with the Saints. Saints were a joke. Drew Brees gets there. They become contenders every year. He wins a chip with them.
Well, Peyton's unique. Peyton's unique, so it's hard to compare anyone to Peyton ever.
But he was never he only has 1 All-Pro, which was this year.
Yeah. But
I mean, he
made it to an NFC Championship game, won a Super Bowl, has an MVP, presumably.
Presumably.
I just think he's all time on the list of yardage.
Yeah,
he's high. He's in the top 10.
Everyone's gonna.
I don't know. I feel like if you're in the top 10 of yardage, you want a chip and an MVP. You're just in the Hall.
First ballot though.
Maybe not first ballot. They may keep him out, but some of the Hall of Famers they've been getting in there kind of weak. So when Stafford becomes available, it's like who will be in his class,
Because I mean, Eli Manning got 2 rings, but other than that, he was a loser most of his career too. Especially in the regular, he had 2 great playoff runs for the lifetime. But outside of that, what did Eli? That's the argument with Eli Manning.
I know, but Stafford's good. Eli had a lot of years where he just wasn't good.
Yeah, but my thing with Stafford is did you elevate your team? No, he didn't. He had a
not with Detroit. But with the Rams,
but it's not he had a Hall of Fame receiver in Megatron is in the Hall of Fame, and he had that guy his whole career, and he couldn't even get to a championship game with the Lions. You know what I mean? He was never in discussion. It was always Rodgers, Brady, even Rivers, Breeze. We're always in the top guys, the elite guys. We got Big Ben in there. He was never in that discussion. He was just seen as a good quarterback.
Once he went to the Rams, he was.
Well, that's the thing. He couldn't elevate the team, so he had to go to the team that was already built.
But he went to an 0-16 team Man,
and he couldn't overcome that.
yeah. I mean, got him to the playoffs a couple of years. There's very few quarterbacks that would have done anything with the Detroit Lions.
But it's not like. But that's the thing. He had a Hall of Fame. He had a Hall of Fame receiver. Yeah, I mean, look at Manning. He had no defense, but he was always in the playoffs with no defense.
But Matthew talks about it like when I was in Detroit, we had no offense. It was like drop back and
maybe
throw it to Megatron.
Maybe scheme wise, I mean, but
then he went to the Rams, and finally they had an offense, and it's like, oh, Stafford.
Yeah, but
so,
he also went to a very stacked team. They that team that when his first year there, they said, "Fuck those picks. We're going all in." They got Stafford. They got Ramsey. They already had Aaron Donald.
But it's not like he's been a bum the other years, though.
No, he hasn't been a bum. I'm just saying, like, I don't know. He was never, like, when he was in his younger years, he was never amongst the conversation of the elite. It was always Brady, Rodgers, Manning, Breeze, Rivers, Big Ben. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel that. I think people in the league maybe gave him a lot of respect for how talented he was and how good he was.
He could be talented, but
yeah, he didn't do a lot of winning. That's for sure.
He didn't. You didn't do a lot of winning. You played in the division with Rodgers, and Rodgers owned you. So that's what I was just thinking, like, damn, like if he would have gone to the chip this game and maybe won the Super Bowl.
Oh, he'd be a first ballot
for sure. But now you get to the game, and yeah, you had a great game, but you still didn't do enough to win the game. Man.
And his career presumably isn't over, so we'll see what he does next season. I don't have extremely high hopes.
I just wanted to.
That's your hot take.
Yeah, that's my hot take. I don't think he's the first ballot. You gotta think about it.
I think he gets into the Hall though. I don't know if first ballot. But I think
second and third ballot.
Knowing how the media views him and shit, I think he just gets into the Hall.
Yeah, he'll eventually get in. I just don't think he's a first ballot worthy. I think they should make him wait, unless he wins. Like you say, his career's not over. Unless he ends up winning another one or maybe two.
Yeah.
Then no hesitation.
Fuck! If he won two, that'd be amazing.
You'll be wondering, like, damn, if he had a competent organization around him, how many more would he have won? But
yeah, I mean that's a pipe dream. This was really our year to get it, and we didn't. So, yeah, I don't know if there's much left to say. Great game, Seattle. You played an amazing game. We had a turnover, and you didn't. That's kind of the difference in this one. Every team that turns the ball over loses. So, if you look at the playoffs, it's like no team that loses the turnover battle wins.
Yeah,
and
because
that's continuing.
The Broncos, that's what bit them in the ass. They turned the ball over on that backward pass, and that's the only touchdown the Patriots were able to get.
Yeah. That's basically determined the entire playoffs. So maybe it'll reign true in the Super Bowl too. Whoever turns the ball over more loses. Even though they only lost the turnover battle by one with one turnover, it was a big turnover though. Punt turnovers are just so bad.
The timing of the turnovers tells the whole story. Because you can look at the stat sheet, like, one turnover, but it's when that turnover happens is what really tells the story. Because if you turn it over in the first quarter, the start of the play, you have the whole game to offset that turnover. But if you turn it over later in the game where you have less time, your back's against the wall, that really could dictate the game and how it plays out. So it's just a bad timing on turnover.
Huge swing of momentum on a punt too. Like a muff punt, it's one thing to throw a pick. But like when you kick it all the way down, or they're kicking all the way down there, and they're feeling demoralized, and they have no momentum, and you're about to steal the game and the momentum back, to just give them all that field is just heartbreaker.
Yeah, because you basically, it's kind of like throwing, when you throw yourself the ball in the backyard, you go run down and chase and catch it yourself. That's basically what a muff punt is. You kick it all the way down. You go down chasing, you get the ball back right at your own fucking red zone.
Yep, with a fresh set of downs. It's awful.
Fresh set of downs, yeah. So kill it,
and kept waiting for Seattle to make their mistake, and it never came. Great game by them. But yeah, so this Super Bowl is gonna fucking suck. But
the Blitz
we can
curse
see.
Lives on.
Yeah. It did not disappoint, the Blitz curse. But before we just wrap up the show, I did want to make a quick mention of the Steelers hiring Mike McCarthy.
Magic Mike, he's back at it. He got another job.
How does this guy keep getting jobs with all these historic franchises? Like, what has this guy done to keep getting jobs? He keeps getting fired. and then keeps getting jobs with. Oh my gosh, it's
You're
just
fired,
like
you're hired, you're fired, you're hired. He just, I don't know, man.
he's like the ultimate tread water kind of coach. But like the Steelers are looking to like shake things up. Like, do you really think Mike McCarthy's going to be the next like long tenured Steelers coach like that's around there for like 20 years? Fuck no. Like Mike McCarthy is not going to do shit for you guys.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he didn't really do much. I mean, he couldn't even get if he would have got the Cowboys to the NFC Championship game, which they haven't done in 30 years or 31 years now. I lost count how many years it's been. But if he would have been able to do that, then you can make a case. Well, yeah, he did something that no other coach for the Cowboys has been able to do in the last 30 years, which was get to the championship game. He didn't even do that. And I mean, yeah, he won one Super Bowl back when I was in high school. The last time he won that Super Bowl, it was my senior year of high school. So that's how long it's been. You know, I graduated in 2011, so it's been 15 years since he won that Super Bowl. So I mean,
yeah, and he's living off that shit.
Yeah. It's like
he has not really been that great. He has not really elevated any team.
Yeah, he
went to the Cowboys, but the Cowboys have been to the playoffs with Jason Garrett, with that core, and he didn't do anything to elevate them, make them.
He had him 12 wins. I mean, he got him 12-win season.
Okay, but Jason Garrett had done that. Like, he was basically like a side, grade, if not a downgrade in some ways.
Well, maybe, because when you work for the Cowboys, you're working for Jerry Jones directly, and Jerry Jones basically is the head coach, the GM, and he has a final say on everything. So maybe, with the Steelers, he'll have more hands-on. He could bring the coaches and players he wants, and he might be able to do something.
Are they going to run it back with Aaron?
I think I seen that they weren't going to bring Aaron back. So
I don't know. This makes no sense.
Unless they do, and that's why I don't know. But I mean, last I checked, him and Mike McCarthy weren't best buds, were they?
I didn't think so either.
So I doubt it. Let me see. Aaron. I don't even know if Aaron Rodgers hasn't really retired yet, but I would be very surprised. Let's see. 6 hours ago, New York Times, Steelers owner, we've left the door open for Aaron Rodgers' return. Yeah, so I mean the door is open, I guess, but yeah, I mean if he wants to come back and play for Mike, I don't know, maybe maybe we can run it back like we did in 2010 and win that Super Bowl again, but I doubt it. Now with that roster, I mean
they went from like the coach that was treading water in QB purgatory to like the ultimate tread water coach.
It's like
I fucking hate this hire, dude.
It's like that one meme. Where that guy is like, it's like a losing weight meme. I don't know if you've seen it. Where that guy's like started working out, and then like a month later, he just stepped. He's in the same weight. Yeah. He weighs the same, but he just steps back.
Yeah, I think I've seen that. Yeah,
that's what they did with going from Mike Tomlin to Mike McCarthy. All they did was just step back. It's still the same rhetoric. I mean, you need a new. I like the coordinator for the Seahawks, Clint Kubiak. I think he'd be a good coach.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's a lot of teams wanting to hire him. I also saw that Mike McDaniel, I think he might go with the Chargers, be offensive coordinator.
Yeah, I saw a little bit of that, and it could be a good decision.
Could be for Justin Herbert.
Yeah, a lot of people credit Mike McDaniels because they look at his offense and steal a lot of his ideas, apparently. Say his offense is pretty unique, pretty creative, pretty innovative.
I mean, pretty forward-thinking. And look at it now. He got paid a year last year.
He didn't have a quarterback who can play, and the Dolphins shaky defense too. I don't know.
Yeah, but I mean, the Steelers need a quarterback. They need a lot, man. Their defense.
Yeah, I know.
They just, like I said, maybe Mike McCarthy could do something now that he's in charge of the offense.
I don't believe he will.
I'll say, I mean, it can't. I don't think it'll be. I mean, what has Mike Tomlin really done the last 10 years? Nothing really, besides just barely getting to the playoffs. And
I think he's a tread water kind of coach.
Yeah, he was barely getting winning 9-8, and just it's not a losing season, but it's also not really a winning season. If you look at the big picture, grand scheme of things, you're not really winning if you're one and done in the playoffs.
So you have like your exciting coach hires. You think of like your Sean McVays, your Kyle Shanahan's, your what's the good Vikings head coach name? Kevin O'Connell. You think of those guys, and then what is the exact opposite of that? And you think of Mike McCarthy.
I mean,
your ultimate boring, shitty, like unexciting head coach.
These coaching hires are just like really weird. Like we got fucking Phillip Rivers. He came home and really like, I don't really like being home with y'all, man. I think I'm gonna go back to football. I see how good I had it. I'm gonna
fuck them kids.
I'm gonna go apply for Bills head coach job. I have no shot at getting the job probably, but if I can at least get my foot in the door as a OC or head, quarterback coach or something, I don't want to be home with my kids, man.
I always wonder what it's like in these head coach hiring meetings. Like
what do you ask? Like, how do you handle a situation where your two employees are not getting along in the team environment? Or
what I would do is I would say come in with an offensive game plan and what you want to do to change come in with a folder with a notebook of shit that you want to show us with our players and what we have right now. Show us what you would do to kickstart this team. That would be one of the things I would ask. And knowing Phillip Rivers, he probably waltzed in there, with his with a sheet of paper, no folder, no binder, no notebook, like a piece of paper, like, well, I can talk good shit. I'm the ultimate shit talker on the football field, but I don't cuss. So I'm TV friendly. You can mic me up, and it will be entertaining.
I mean, and then we have the Ravens coaching, a defensive coordinator. That was not John, but Jim, his brother, and down there in San Diego, which he was with him with the Chargers and with Michigan. So I mean, it's like getting a Harbaugh Jr. pretty much. So
yeah,
that was
so
an interesting
weird
hire by the Ravens. I don't think Lamar had a say in that because
so weird.
Which the owner did come out and say it's not Lamar's call, it's my call. So that kind of I don't know how Lamar feels about that. Kind of basically getting shown up by the owner. We'll see how that goes. I know
and then Josh Allen gets to be in the coach
I'm sure,
meetings.
Has a say, yeah,
he doesn't have a say. I think he's in the room.
When they interview? Yeah, that's what I heard. Lamar was going to be in the room, too, that he was going to be in the room when they interview, but he just had no say. So I'm like, what's the point of that? Why are you going to have me in here and I have no say? You have no desire to hear what I have to say about the next coach, but you just want me here to be here, I guess. But, yeah, I mean, I guess.
Yeah, Lamar just strikes me as a little bit, man, he's a little bit immature. He's a little bit still has kid energy. Man. Josh Allen's an adult.
Just because he's married and Lamar's single, I mean.
No, that's not it. I just just his energy. Every time I see him talk, the stories I've heard about him, I just get the idea that he's still a kid inside. He never really had that grow up moment.
You say he needs some responsibility?
Well, he has responsibility. He just has not handled it always great.
Maybe you don't want to grow. What's wrong with having fun, being loose, playing video games? We play video games, man.
I'm a kid inside too, man. Yeah, I'm not an NFL quarterback, but Josh Allen, you get the feeling that's an adult. Patrick Mahomes, that's an adult. Lamar, I'm just not sure. He's not sure,
man. He's an adult. He's a winner. He's a baller.
Maybe he's a baller, but
maybe he's just not as emotional as an Allen or because he does get. I've seen Lamar get mad, so I can't say he's not unemotional because I've seen him. Maybe he's just not a sensitive guy like an Allen, where he's gonna cry after a loss. He's probably gonna.
I guess what I'm trying to say is I don't see him as like a dominant leader. I don't know.
Yeah, he doesn't. I mean, shit.
He's not ever going to be like that veteran presence guys look to for leadership.
I don't think. Yeah, he's more like I guess, lead by example type guy.
But I'm not even sure he does that.
Well, I would say if he does that, he has to be the first one in, last one out type mentality.
Yeah, and we've heard the rumors of the opposite. Yeah,
but
instead of studying film, he's studying fucking
Call of Duty,
tricks
and tricks 360, no look scopes, montage. And he also does Lamar
studying his montages. 360 no scope and shit.
Good times, but I mean, then we have Kevin Stefanski. He just got fired from the Browns, and he gets to coach the Falcons. I mean, that's kind of a head scratcher. I mean,
yep.
Super
weird.
Yeah, the Jets didn't fire Aaron Glenn, which is surprising to me. I thought he was really gonna get the boot after the terrible season they had, but I guess they're gonna give him
Yeah,
another
but they
year.
need some continuity. There was no winning with that roster anyway.
Yeah. I always said Justin Fields was not a NFL caliber starting quarterback material, and he kind of proved me right this year by being trash.
Yeah.
So they need to get a quarterback. Um,
But who wants to play there?
yeah, I mean, look
It's
at
like the exact opposite of LA.
yeah,
Like
you
the
don't want,
worst possible place to go.
I mean, shit. Yeah, usually when you want to play for New York, most people lean towards the Giants for the history. I mean, they got Super Bowls. I mean, shit. The
But
Jets are
I'm just talking like the dysfunction.
yeah. I mean, the Jets are just a dysfunctional franchise from at least from the time I've been. I mean, yeah, they went to a couple AFC Championship games with Mark Sanchez,
Rex
but they've always
Ryan,
been.
yeah, that was the first time they had anything that resembled function,
But
of high function.
and then like 2 years later, the butt fumble happens, and after that, it's been like
Yeah.
downhill since. But I mean, yeah, man, the Jets, they're like the black sheep of New York teams. I
Yeah,
mean,
Brett
I don't
Favre
think
went
they're
there and couldn't
couldn't
do
do it.
shit. Aaron Rodgers went there. It
Rodgers,
was a disaster. And which is so weird because Brett
it's like
Favre
a
then went to the
curse.
Vikings and had a great year. Fell short of the Super Bowl because of some
Yeah.
crazy shit. Really wanted to see him in that Super Bowl, but that's besides the point now. But yeah, it's he still had a year left in him.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they're just a cursed team, and I don't know who they pissed off to get the voodoo curse on them, but they need to get some sage and cleanse that team or something. But they got a curse, a black cloud over that franchise, and who knows who the savior will be. Shit, I don't think the Raiders don't have a coach yet either.
No. I mean, the Bills and the Ravens, though, you have to think these two teams are some of the best coaching openings we've seen in a long time.
The Bills definitely. I mean, you have an MVP quarterback in his prime.
Well, the
Who's
Ravens,
looking
too.
Yeah, Ravens. Well, the Ravens got their coach now, so that's
Yeah.
as far as like opening availability in the as coaching, the Bills is the hottest. I'm sure they got plenty of coaches trying to get in there.
Oh, yeah.
Shit, I'm sure. I wonder if John regrets getting the Giants job and missing the opportunity to coach Josh Allen instead.
Yeah.
You think you're like, you know what? I kind of changed my mind, but he probably already signed. I think that the contract's already been signed, so you can't
Yeah,
really.
he's not going to go back on that. He's not going to pull a
You
Josh
can't avoid that.
McDaniels.
Yeah, I mean, shit. Coach Josh Allen.
Yeah, you remember that shit? Josh
Yeah, he seen the
McDaniels and the
facts.
Colts.
Yeah, he fucking sent us I think a fax. Fuck that guy. He's a terrible
He
coach.
sent
I
a
mean, he's a
fax.
terrible
It's just
coach.
big letters. I'm good.
Nah, it's just nah.
Nah. Nah, brah.
Nah, bro. Not even a fucking formal letter. Nah, he was a terrible coach. Anyways, look how he did with the Raiders. The fucking Raiders.
Yeah, I don't know
couldn't even
why he's
stand
such
him.
a good offensive coordinator and just such a shitty coach.
He's just not. I mean, you
He's
hear all the
just
time.
not
You got to
that
be a
guy.
leader. Yeah, you got to be a leader.
And there's horror stories about him.
Yeah,
He gets the coaching job and he's like, oh, I'm gonna be Bill Belichick now, and it just
The Raiders players hated him. That's why they had a team like players only meeting to get him out of there. They couldn't stand him. So
mutiny.
yeah, it's like you got to be a leader of men. You got to. I mean, you see the Mike Vrabel. He's the leader of men. You see,
Yeah.
you got to be respected. If your players don't respect you, it's going to be kind of hard to get those guys who want to play for you on Sunday and give it their all.
And he has the pedigree of success. He's just a
can't lead.
shitty leader and coach and personality to be in charge.
Yeah,
Man.
I wonder who the Raiders are going to get.
Yeah, me too. It's
That's
just
gonna be-
it's such a
that's gonna be
shitty
hard.
job, you
I
know.
would say that's one job you're like desperate to like. You really have to sell that job. Like the Bills job, you don't have to sell it. Hey, Josh Allen, you want to coach him or not? Raiders are like, hey, we were 3-15 last year, but we got the #1 pick. We're looking at Mendoza coming out of Indiana. You think you can get this team together and see what we can do, make a run? But it's gonna be hard to sell that Raiders job.
Yeah, it's because if it's somebody taking a first-time head coaching job and they're looking at a team where they could lose their job in 2 seasons or if that, you know what I mean? So like it's just such a hard job to take on. I know Mendoza or whatever the first pick is lucrative, but man, they need a lot of help.
Okay, so here's the team that still need a coach: the Cardinals, the Browns, the Raiders, and the Raiders and Bills. But yeah, so still 4 openings. I don't know. I think they're gonna wait I mean, like I said, I hear a lot of rumbles about the Seahawks offensive coordinator Clint Kubiak, which is what was his dad's name? He was the coach for the Broncos in the last Super Bowl run. Clint,
Kevin Coop.
I think it was Kevin. Let me see. No, I don't remember.
Was
his
it like
name.
a K name? I thought. Was it Mike?
It's like, shit, I don't know. I know his. I just know his first name was Kubiak.
Clint? No, that's what.
No, that's his son. Yeah.
Damn. Gary
Kubiak. Yeah. So, his son, he's a hot prospect right now with the Seahawks. I mean, they're probably gonna wait till after the Super Bowl. I could see him probably going with the Raiders.
Yeah, maybe.
Because you see what they're gonna look at what he did with Sam Darnold, and hey, can you do that with our rookie?
Yeah.
Most likely be Mendoza. So I can see him getting. And then I don't know, man. The Bills, they're gonna need. I don't think they should hire a rookie coach. They need to get a guy that's established.
I don't know.
The windows.
It depends. You have to trust your gut. The Rams trusted their gut when they hired McVay.
But the Rams weren't in contention yet. The Bills are like win now mode. They have to have someone that's not learning the ropes. Like you have to win the Super Bowl in the next 2 to 3 years before that window closes completely, or else it's going to be the firing is going to look really bad. So
I don't know, man. I don't know who they should get.
Mike Tomlin. Imagine Bill Belichick quits North Carolina and comes back and coaches
as
Josh
the Bills
Allen.
coach. Oh
yeah.
I don't know if you'd want him though.
I mean,
to fire what's his face, McDermott. Yeah, and go to Bill Belichick. Nah, dude. Nah,
man. But
really, McDermott maybe shouldn't have gotten fired.
Yeah, that was kind of a head scratcher. I mean, it's not like he lost them the game. I mean, they were right there, and they just had a terrible call with the interception, not a catch, or a catch, not down, whatever.
Well, not only that, but Josh,
the fumble.
Yeah, there's nothing coaching about that.
Yeah, but then the owner comes on like, well, look at the last 7 years. Playoffs.
But he also said that we fired him based on the result of this game. So, what the fuck? So weird, so dysfunctional. Like, Josh and McDermott were really kind of holding that thing together. And, man. Yeah, this could end up being a disaster of a decision.
It could be. Maybe they could bring back Brian Daboll back because he's the one that made Allen from raw prospect into a, good quarterback.
Yeah,
so maybe bring him back. But I mean, yeah, he had a shit hand in New York with the Giants, but I don't know. Because like I said, I don't think they want to. If I'm the Bills, which I'm not, but if I'm the Bills owner, I'm not trying to risk bringing a young new coach, first time coach, to try to get this team over the hump with the next year or two when the window's wide open right now.
Yeah. It's closing. Is their window that open though? I don't know.
I mean, like I said, they were shit. If
their team isn't that good, it's really just Josh carrying them all the time. And they had a path wide open this year. They may never have a path like this.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I guess we'll see how it plays out. They could win the Super Bowl in the next 2 or 3 years, and we'll be like, wow, they made the right choice firing Sean McDermott, getting this new coach, whoever that might be, and look how it paid off for them. They got a Super Bowl out of it. Or we could be looking back and be like, damn, they fucked up. They got rid of Sean. They haven't been close to a Super Bowl since then. And Josh Allen's leaving Buffalo and going to the Colts. Oh, my gosh. That was me manifesting. Let me stop.
Okay.
We have a quarterback already. We don't need fucking Josh Allen, man.
Okay.
We got Indiana Jones, man.
Okay. There's questions whether or not they'd even want to keep him.
I didn't even want him.
But this coaching carousel is going to be pretty interesting this year. There are a lot of openings, some good ones too, like we said. I don't know. I think this Buffalo situation has a potential to be a disaster in some way, because I know Josh Allen's always going to try and hold that thing together, but if the result of this hire is Josh Allen wanting to leave Buffalo, fucking disaster. And I think that could very well end up being the case.
You think if I apply for the Cardinals job, I might have a shot?
Uh,
Like, I was a leader at my job for a little bit. You know, I could lead people. I know I play a lot of Madden. I have an understanding of formations, I formation, shotgun, single back. I could coach an offense. I know how to take a field goal when necessary. Not rely on analytics to tell me what to do.
yeah.
I have common sense, which a lot of coaches lack these days because they rely on analytics. So, I think I would have won that Broncos game. Just saying. I would have
Dog,
taken a field goal.
if
I
you
would.
get hired, you better put me on the fucking staff.
I'll put you as my OC.
Oh, see, oh shit. That's a
Run
lot
the
of
shop.
responsibility for your boy.
I'll put you as a
No,
as
no,
a-
no. I'll be OC, but
yeah,
just
run the
just
Sean
be
McVay.
just be aware though. We're passing it every fucking down.
We don't need a running back. Stay on the bench. Nah, yeah, I don't know. I mean, the Cardinals. I don't know what they're gonna do, but yeah, there's 4 openings. We'll see how it plays out. I say I'm more interested to see who the Bills hired because I like we both agreed on like that firing was kind of odd. So we'll see who they hire,
And they have Josh.
and they have
So
Josh. So
that's the most
lucrative
important
job.
piece.
They have the quarterback, so you're gonna be having high expectations taking that job. It's Super Bowl bust at that point if you take that job. All the other jobs, can you rebuild? What we're lacking in, and this one job with Buffalo, it's can you win the Super Bowl or not? That's it.
Yep. Well, really, that really kind of does it for our topics
Yep.
this
Next
week. God, this Super Bowl's gonna suck.
Yeah, it'll be. It could either be a very boring Super Bowl or it could be a very exciting one. We'll tell you guys our predictions next week and what we think. We need time to kind of digest what we just saw today. We need time to kind of, go over the stats and see, make our.
Do you know Drake May only threw for like 86 yards or something?
Today? Yeah, I believe that.
That's so lame.
Yeah, I mean, what
So
are you gonna
lame.
do, man? It's snowing. I mean, I've been in the snow maybe 2-3 times my whole life, so I can understand that. It could probably be kinda hard.
Jesus, I was in it today. Today, excuse me.
Yeah, and snow is very unfamiliar territory to me. So maybe he's a West Coast kid and he's just never. Well, I mean, he's been in New England 2 years now, so yeah. But you know what I mean, man.
You know what's crazy? I've never been out west.
You're missing out.
Yeah,
Sunny
I've always wanted to go
Dallas.
out west, to at least see it, once. I've never been out west and never seen the deserts. I've never seen the beach, West
You ever
Coast
seen a
beach,
cactus?
L.A., San Diego, Las Vegas. I've never been to the west. I go to the East Coast all the time. Well, I go to Florida all the time. I'm going in less than a month, but we never go west
I
because
mean, to be fair, I've never been in the East Coast either. So I mean, I guess
one of these days, Vegas could be cool, but I have a kid. It's not.
Yeah, no Vegas. If I go, I've been to Vegas once, but if I go, I would want to go to the Sphere and watch something like a UFC fight. Or
The
something.
sphere. That
Sphere.
fucking sphere.
Yeah, I think that would be cool. I mean,
Wait, they have UFC fights in the sphere?
they had one in there. I don't know if they have it every event, but I mean, I think it looked cool when they had it. They had,
That
like, the
goddamn
fight
sphere. That thing's a
inside
trip.
dude. That
It's like weird that it even exists.
it's
to
like
be quite
alien
honest.
technology.
Yeah.
It's how we communicate outer
Yeah.
space. But I think that would be cool to go to. I mean, yeah, if you go to the West Coast, like California, yeah, obviously you probably would want to go to LA to see the Rams in person.
My wife does have family in Arizona. She doesn't visit them often. Maybe next time she goes, I'll pop by.
Yeah, let me
Kick it.
know. Yeah, in person with the live audience.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
It'll be just
I
like
don't
two
know.
people.
Yeah, I don't know how often she communicates. She went down there a couple years ago or so.
Yeah.
Because they have a kid, and man, there's just such a situation. Their kid was born with kidney problems and basically needed a whole new kidney, and it's such a thing. I couldn't imagine the difficulty and challenges in that. It's so sad. But the kid's still, powering through. And I think they did find her a kidney or something. But Yeah, it's such a. I imagine like with my kid. Now, every time I hear a sad situation with someone else's kid, especially around that young age, I always project it onto what it would be like if I was in that situation for my kid and how hard that would be. But knock on wood, Marshall has been very healthy and happy young boy.
Never had the Marshall Falk?
That was part of the consideration.
Marshall Falk, okay.
I also, have you ever seen the show How I Met Your Mother?
Nah.
Okay, I think what's his name? Jason Segel, the actor.
Yeah.
He plays a character in it named Marshall, and I always kind of liked the name from watching that show. I liked the character, and the name kind of grew on me a lot. And I really liked the name, and it was one of the few names that me and the wife could agree on. She likes really unusual, unique names that to me are barely even names. And I was a little bit more milquetoast. I wanted a name that is not super common like John, but at the same time like recognizable as a name. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like Marshall, I think of Marshall Falk.
Marshall's a real name.
You with the Rams, it kind of like makes sense, but
like not like some weird, I don't even know, like Isenington or something.
Yeah, you seen that one meme how celebrities be naming their kids and like, oh, I'm gonna name them Couch.
Oh, like Elon is like.
I mean, Michael Jackson's kids were named Blanket. One of his kids was named Blanket. I mean, I'm gonna call my kid Tampon one day. I don't know.
Yeah, horrible.
Yeah, but yeah, man, West Coast. I do want to go to the East Coast. I do plan. I don't plan, but I would like to go to New York. I would like to see the big city, the big skyscrapers, the rats. Try some New York pizza.
Seeing New York would be cool. The problem is. Like
it's super packed. It looks super packed.
Yeah, it's got a cool vibe, a cool energy. East Coast, like it's so historic and rooted in Americana. But I've always felt more of a draw to the West.
Yeah, the West is more like
L.A. San Diego, Las Vegas. San Fran, any one of them. I've always been more drawn vibe-wise there.
Yeah, there's more like hippie-like compared to like East Coast people from working like with customers, across the world. It's a little
bit more like fuck you type energy.
Yeah, they're more. Yeah, East Coast, especially New York people, they're so impatient, straight to the point. Like, damn, man, not a how you doing to like give me some fucking help type shit, and you're like, okay, they're like very more straightforward, and West Coast people are more like. Yeah, more lenient, more relaxed. It's like they're all high because obviously marijuana is legal most West Coast states, Arizona, Colorado, Nevada.
And it's not even that; it's also kind of the weather, but also like just like the energy, like the air, the look, the style, the vibes. You just like the way the West Coast is. The architecture is different, culture a little different.
A lot of variety. I mean, you got a lot of
it's like a
variety
different country out there almost compared to the East.
I mean, Arizona is like a mixture because it's like South, but it's also West. We get a lot of California.
Arizona is a Western city for sure.
It's like a melting pot because you get West Coast people from California, but you also get people from the South, like from Texas and stuff like that. So we get a little bit of Southern hospitality. Mixed with West Coast.
Yeah, Southwest. But you guys, as far as like West versus East, you guys super lean West Coast, like Western energy. Really, here's the breakdown to me. If you're in St. Louis or east of it, you're an East Coast city. Even I know St. Louis is weird because it's like the gateway to the West, but it is really stylistically and energy and vibe-wise, architecture, culture, and all that. It's an East Coast city. And then Kansas City and westward, you're a West Coast or a Western city. That's pretty much the breakdown.
Kansas City. You talking about Kansas City?
Yeah.
Or you talking about Missouri? Okay, Missouri.
Yeah, I've been there. It's very West Coast-like. It's not like St. Louis.
Kansas City.
The city of fountains.
They got good barbecue. That's all I know. I heard they got good barbecue.
Yeah, they have a different kind of architecture there. It's different energy, different vibe.
Yeah, because it's more like West Coast, I guess. Like, yeah, it's more like country. Like the housing architecture is probably a little bit different based on the.
It doesn't look like St. Louis.
Yeah, it's more like desert-like houses. Not mud houses, but like it's got like a almost like a how do I explain, like almost like a, because like East Coast houses look way different than how the houses look over here.
Yeah,
Like,
it just looks newer. Like the East Coast has
no,
all these red brick like
yeah, the East Coast
houses that
houses are
have
a lot
stood for
older
over
because
150 years.
yeah, because remember, United States started in the East Coast and then
Yeah,
migrated
and
over
worked
here.
west, so
So a
it's
lot
all
of the houses in the
newer.
East Coast are way older just because they've been around since like the fucking start
Yeah,
of the fucking country's lifespan. But West Coast is, we got newer stuff and newer houses, but we also got some, I mean, old houses. But then I look at, I get curious and look at Zillow and look at housing prices around the country, and I look at the East Coast and like houses are way cheaper, but they're also like way older. Like the
yeah,
old house here is like 1950, 1960. Old house in the East Coast is like fucking 1850,
yeah. I
1860.
lived in a house that was built in the late 1800s
Like that's
in
crazy to
here.
me. I
Yeah,
think
in
the
St. Louis
oldest
City.
house I've seen here is like 1920, 1930, around there.
Yeah,
That's old. That's like ancient. So yeah, it's just, I guess modernized, just for simple fact that United States, we're one of the newer states. Arizona was founded in
definitely.
1912 or something like that, but
Yeah,
compared to like East
definitely.
Coast
Barely 100 years
1800s,
old.
yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah.
Yeah. So I've always felt a draw to the West Coast. If I was to move somewhere, Florida would be tempting though. Orlando, since we go to Disney World all the time, it would be super tempting. But
If I were to move, I'd move up north.
the
Get away from
fuck?
get away from the heat, man. I just want. I like being cold. I like
Why
cold.
north? Why not to like L.A. or
Too
San
populated.
Diego? Oh,
Too populated. I mean, San Diego was cool. I went to California for the first time last year I keep saying last year like it's 2024, but back in 2024 I went to California for the first time. It was cool. Um, it's just like where I live is it's populated but not too populated. Like you're sitting in traffic all day, like in California. Like there's a lot of traffic, a lot of people wandering the
yeah.
streets. Like here it's not like that. It's like you'll see a couple people wandering the streets, but it's not like packed with people wandering the streets like that. And I live in the city-like area where I live at, and it's still not that bad compared to like big cities like LA and San Diego and Vegas, where it's just people everywhere on the streets.
People don't bother me as long as the city is safe. That would be my concern.
Uh,
Traffic sucks, but like,
yeah, I hate
yeah,
traffic, and it's only coming to my attention now just because I noticed it more now. It takes longer to get places because there's just so much traffic now compared to how I was like even 10 years ago. Like Arizona has grown rapidly as a state just because we had a lot of people from California sell their houses for a bunch of money and then come over here and buy up all the properties.
yeah.
And then
I will admit one thing that's super appealing about New York is like if you live in the city, like you don't really even need a car. And I hate driving. I hate
I
don't
driving
like
too. I hate driving too.
like getting in the car and going, like just getting in the car and like knowing I have to drive is almost a barrier for me to do anything in life.
Working
Like,
from home, I really hate driving. And then like if it's more than like for me a long drive is 15 minutes or more. If
yeah,
I
me
see
too.
if I see Google Maps says 17 minutes, I'm like, damn, that's
Ah,
far.
fuck, man, that's
gotta
forever away.
Yeah, I was like, I gotta second guess this. Do I really want some chicken wings from this place and
Yeah.
drive 17 minutes? So by the time I get there, I probably might have changed my mind. It's been so long, but yeah, man, I hate driving. Like working from home makes you hate driving. That's why I try to like. Luckily, everything's like 5 to 10 minutes away from me where I live at. Because if you live like in the boonies where it's like an hour just to go to a grocery store, I can't
Oh,
live like
fuck that. Fuck
Yeah,
that. Dude, I want a future where like cars don't even really have steering wheels or whatever anymore. It's all just done by AI, and we all
input
just
the
ride
address.
like we just click on our phones, basically like an Uber, and it like arrives within a couple minutes, and we get in
have
the
that
car
here.
and ride in it. Huh?
We have I don't know if you guys have Waymos out there, but we have Waymo. It's kind of like that. You don't have to drive. It's a Waymo. It's
But
a
is it like expensive though?
Nah. I mean, I took it once when I went out for some drinks. It was like for a 30-minute ride. It was like $30, $40.
That's kind of expensive to use every day. I'm
Oh,
talking
every
about it
day.
like as a
Oh,
daily
like
driver,
daily
where no
driver?
one really needs cars. You can have one if you want, but
Oh,
like you
maybe
just
one day they'll
everyone
make this.
collectively like pays taxes to get public cars, and they drive like with AI on
Everywhere.
the grid. Yeah, it would take the driving part out of it. I don't like to drive, and it would also take like the like, oh man, like wear and tear on my car. Like, what if my car breaks down in this situation? That would suck. You know, like I hate always that feeling. Like, I don't know. Like this is such a huge investment. You never want to fuck it up, and you never want to have to drop thousands on a repair. And you never want to break down and be stuck somewhere and then have to tow it to a fucking thing. Not that our cars break down all the time, but still, like I hate that thought.
Cars are going to break down no matter how much you take care of them. It's inevitable. That's why car insurance doesn't cover mechanical breakdowns, because it's going to happen regardless of what you do. Like an accident is unlikely if, it's not supposed to happen. It's, if it happens, it's just shit luck. But mechanical breakdowns are inevitable. It's going to happen regardless if you do your oil changes, you stay on top of your shit. Your car's just going to wear and tear is going to break down.
Yep.
It is what it is.
And that would take both the things I hate about going places out of it. If it was a system like that. But that's a far distant future.
utopia
thing.
Now that I think about it, the Waymos would be, I guess, the future once they become non-commercial, like where they become like you could buy them as personal vehicles. Because right now they're like driverless taxis. There's no driver in the car. You just sit in there. There's no driver. It has cameras all over the cars. That way it can detect other cars and stuff like that.
You know where I really got this idea from? Like no steering wheel. Like you could just like app a car and it'll show up. As I was reading these books, I already finished the first, so I'm on the second one. But yeah, they have almost that exact idea in it because it's like a utopia future. And I was like, man, wouldn't it be so fucking nice if that's how like it was?
Future. That'd be cool. Hopefully we're alive when we make that breakthrough. We're getting there. I mean, you see how fast AI is growing. I mean, who knows, one day, everybody's freaking out about AI taking our jobs, and that is kind of scaring me too. But if it's future like that, or some cyberpunk type shit where I get a fucking chip inside my brain and I can watch TV close my eyelids and watch TV.
Watch TV in your sleep.
Watch TV maybe by then GTA 6 will be out and I'll be able to play it in my mind or something. Just close my eyes and I'm playing GTA 6 or whatever the case might be. But man, I know I'm glad that I'm in the age where right before when I was a kid, technology wasn't was starting to take off, internet and all that. And now as I get older, it's starting to really hit its stride with AI and
it's crazy. We really did live in a at least. I mean, you're only a few years difference. Like, I grew up in a transitional period where, like, I grew up when I was really young. I didn't even have a computer or internet yet. And then I started on a black and white TV because we were kind of poor when I was really young because my mom just got divorced and all that shit, trying to figure out her life. And then we got our first computer, and it was dial-up. And we went through this crazy progression. No one had cell phones. And when they finally did, they were like Nokia bricks. And eventually graduated to like Razor. And then, shit blew up with the smartphone.
10 cents a text. Oh, you better not text me.
Man. I remember when I got my first phone, I couldn't. My mom was like, "You're not allowed to call people until after 8 o'clock."
Yeah, emergency only. Call me. Yeah, well,
I had no minutes unless it was another like customer on this specific service.
Yeah, same service.
And we had like some stupid shit like Singular or whatever.
That's AT&T now, Singular, ain't it?
Yeah, but like.
I remember the ringtone. Yeah. That ringtone was catchy. My mom had Singular too before we got T-Mobile. She had Singular. It was like the icons like the little orange splash guy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Orange,
that's what we had
Gumby
too.
Man. That was in no rand. That was one of the more popular. Then they became AT&T.
We started with Singular, and then we went to like Nextel or something. I don't know.
Oh, and them I don't know. Yeah, I can't. Yeah,
they had like these walkie-talkie type phones. Very weird.
Yeah, no, I can't relate to that. After that, we went to T-Mobile. That's when I found, because I didn't get my first cell phone until I was in 10th grade. I had the option in 6th grade. I'll never forget. My mom was like, I got an ultimatum for you. You can get a cell phone now. I was like, in my head, I was like, I don't want no cell phone. What am I going to do with a cell phone? I was like, I want an iPod Touch. And she's like, nah. So I was like, well, can I get the cell phone? She's like, nah, you said no already. So I was stuck without a phone for like 4 more years after that. And I was like, damn. So when I got the opportunity again, I was like, all right, I'm going to T-Mobile. They're going to offer me a new phone. Do you want a cell phone? I was like, yeah. Because everyone's like, you'll be at school like, where's your cell phone? I'm like, I don't got one yet. Oh gosh, how do you text?
Damn.
don't
I was
just
one of the
talk.
first ones in my class to ever have a cell phone, but I could barely use it until like after 8 p.m. because I had no minutes. It was
Yeah,
really for my mom to be able to contact me.
that's how mine was at first. I had to put my mom. I don't remember. Do you remember when T-Mobile had like the top five? You put your top five people that you call and
Oh
text.
yeah, yeah. What
Fave
a weird
five, they
thing.
call it
Yeah.
the Fave Five. I think every company had like their own version of it, but T-Mobile had the Fave Five, where you get unlimited text. That was the catch. You get unlimited text with that person, and or minutes. Because by the time I got my phone, unlimited text was kind of the standard at that point, so you didn't really have to worry about that. You could text your heart away, but it was just the minutes. That was still a thing at the time. And then after, yeah, you put them on your Fave Five, no matter what time of the day it was, they could call you at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It was all right. That's why when I had like a little girlfriend at the time, I'll be like, I'm gonna put you on my top five because it's getting serious between us. You can call me
Make it
whenever you
it's
want.
like making it Facebook official, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, I didn't have internet. I didn't even have that till I was in like consistent internet. I didn't get that till 10th grade, which was in '08. So yeah, I'm right there with you, man. I didn't have, technology really. I was kind of poor myself. So yeah, internet wasn't a thing till 10th grade at my house. And luckily it wasn't dial up though. I remember going to a friend's house. He had dial up internet. As soon as his mom or dad got on the phone, internet cut
I
off for us.
know. I know. It was so unreliable. It always cut out, even if somebody didn't get on the phone. And like, I had to beg my mom for like a year to get broadband. She was like, I don't see the point on it. I could check my email. I'm like, Mom, you just don't know. And then one day she came home, and after bitching about it for like a year, she's like, why is the computer at work? I took a work computer home. They're the same computer. Why is the computer at work so much faster than this piece of shit at home? I'm like, well, if you really need to know.
Yeah. The internet we have is the slowdown. Yeah, man. I used to take the CDs that I don't know if you remember, they used to have the CDs that you could put in your computer, I guess, and it would give you like internet trials.
Oh, yeah, AOL
for free.
disc. Yeah, like a million of those in the mail.
I used to take those home from Walmart thinking that if I put it in my Xbox, I can get online. Also, that's for online. Man. I was just like, man, what does online sound like? How does it feel like? So I would take the LL disc. I would plug in the phone jack from the wall to my Xbox to no avail to just try to get online.
The phone jack, it was an Ethernet port on the
I didn't know. I was a kid. I was like, well, it looks the same. I mean, it fits the port.
It does look the same, and the phone's just smaller, yeah.
And it plugged in, so I was like, this is probably how you get on the internet. I had no idea. I just thought, I was just so desperate to get online until I finally got on it. It was like, it was like the most addictive thing ever at the time, man. I couldn't stay offline.
Yeah, I was on there like, it was crazy, dude. Getting brought. Well, I mean, I was addicted even on dial-up because we got internet pretty early in my life, with a computer, and when we got broadband though, fuck, it was on.
It was like a fucking drug. Like as soon as you got on there, man, it hit your dopamine rush. It was a whole nother level,
dude.
man.
Shit, you could, listen to music, watch videos, look at pictures, like without it being like.
You just had unlimited access to information. That was the thing for me. I was like, I could look stuff up about games. I didn't need, because back in the day you write your cheat codes on the paper. I don't have to write my codes no more. I can just pull it up in real time.
Well, and playing online, like on broadband, was so much better. The dial-up's hard to even explain to people that don't know what it was like, but it was bad.
I can only imagine.
Yeah, shit. It was bad. Like Halo 1 on PC was so bad on dial-up, dude. It was unplayable. Like, if you get more than 4 people in a lobby, it was unplayable. So if I try to join, like, a 10, 16-player match or something, like, the ping would skyrocket to 999 and you just lag out. Yeah, it sucked.
Ooh, that's nasty. I would be so – well, I mean, I guess you would have known no better, because one little lag spike, I'm like, oh, my God, my internet's fucking shit. I start raging.
Yeah, I had to like lead my shots in Halo like by a ton because like the net code was already shitty, and with lag on top of the bad net code, like it really like you needed to lead your shots. It was so weird. It's very unlike Halo the way it actually
some hair
plays.
In your chest, though, I bet.
Yeah, I guess cut my teeth a little bit on some bullshit, but yeah, I don't know if it made me any better or anything in the long run, but yeah.
Could have been worse. I was stealing my neighbor's internet. I'm not going to lie. When I would put the Xbox all the way in the kitchen. That's their fault for not having a fucking password on their.
A lot of people didn't back in the early days.
Yeah, I would just.
It was lit.
Like, wow, I get one little bar. I was like, that's all I need to get on Xbox Live. I put my Xbox in the kitchen. Mom was like, what are you doing? I was like, I was like, I'll put my stuff back. I'm just here to play a little bit of online, and I'll put my stuff back in the room. But yeah, I put my Xbox in the kitchen. I'll go in the backyard with my iPod Touch, check my MySpace and everything, download YouTube videos. Cause I had my iPod jailbroken, so I could download YouTube videos I could watch offline.
That's fucking crazy, yo. Going in the backyard to download
I was standing
YouTube.
I'll be in the corner of the wall, just standing there like a fucking psychopath, just downloading a bunch of YouTube videos to watch.
That's some down bad shit right there, man.
Watching YouTube, I was like, well, I could save these when I get home. You know, when I get bored inside the house, I got a bunch of fucking videos I could watch. Fucking Dragon Ball Z. Fucking
playing your Xbox on the patio type energy.
Shit, I had a laptop in the backyard just to get the fucking iTunes working because you couldn't fucking use your iPod without internet.
Shit.
Like, yeah,
that's funny as shit. But yeah, we are kind of going on a tangent here, a little bit of rambling. Probably best to just end the episode. Probably should have done that 15 minutes ago, but that's okay. A little bit of extra bullshit shooting the shit for you.
Yeah, give you some more content, man.
Yeah,
and yeah. Keep leaving feedback. We know our views are slowly going up. We're on the rise. We can get 100 subs by shit. We're at 82 right now. We need 18 more, so we can get 100 subs by then. I'm gonna be ballsy. I'm gonna say by the end of the season, man.
Fuck, that's pretty ambitious there.
I'm gonna put myself out there. We can get 100 subs by end of the Super Bowl. Hey man, I'll be a happy camper. Maybe we'll do like a little special or something. I don't know. We'll celebrate though. We'll celebrate I celebrate anything we get because we started from nothing, and we're gonna turn nothing into something. So just stick with us.
Stick with it. Yeah, leave a comment and like or whatever else. But yeah, leave a comment.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys next time for the award show and a little bit of Super Bowl talk.
Yep.
Take care.
Catch y'all later.